You know what I find strange? Vegetables are almost entirely absent from breakfast. Starchy vegetables like potatoes, notwithstanding. Sure, there are the occasional omelette with veggies or garnish in eggs, but I'm talking about a dish where vegetables are the focus. As a lover of the morning meal and someone who likes the idea of easier ways to eat better, here is my leafy quest to make breakfast vegetables a thing. I'll cover 7 dishes. Hey, one for every day of the vegetable week.
So these are the 7 vegetable dishes I will be cooking today. First, we have everything bagel green beans. Then, for Taco Tuesday, red pepper avocado quote unquote toast. Then, hollandaise mixed vegetables. Then, Denver omelet sans eggs. For Friday, we'll have maple syrup glazed carrots. Hitting the weekend hard, we'll have white gravy, broccoli, and cauliflower. And finally, for a exuberant Sunday, we'll have Bloody Mary broiled tomatoes. So, starting with our green bean everything bagels, just take a can of green beans. You could also use frozen, but I prefer canned. I also use the no salt added so I can control the amount of salt. I'm just going to put this in a bowl and throw a little tab of butter and then microwave it till they're hot. Once they're hot, I will take a liberal amount of everything sprinkles. This is salt free, so you can add whatever salt in it from there, which I'll do so at this time. And there you go. You can mix it up. Once it's mixed up, just dig in. Okay, and it turns out that this doesn't quite work. It's a little bit off. I'll try another bite here, see if I can get, nope, just doesn't quite work. So maybe for breakfast, if you want everything bagel, try the everything bagel style salad and leave the beans alone. For our avocado toast, the alternative to toast will be red peppers cut in half and roasted in the oven. After about 15 minutes or to whatever desired doneness, I will pull it out and add some seasoning. Gonna get started with a little shredded cheddar cheese. You could cut the cheese if you don't want dairy here, but I think it adds a nice amount of flavor. And then the other thing I'm going to add here is a little taco seasoning. I'll just sprinkle it on here. Great. Add a little more taco flavor to these halves. And they'll go back in the oven for a couple of minutes to melt. Now that those are done, I have a bowl of mashed avocado that I'm going to put on each. Now you could also make guacamole here, but I just wanted the plain avocado. And topping them all off, the hot sauce of your choice. And if you're me, it's going to be a lot of hot sauce. The meal is plated. Let's try a bite. Okay, the red pepper is nice and sweet and it plays with the more savory ingredients. This worked out pretty well. You could also try a green pepper as well. Wednesday hollandaise, here's an egg yolk, lemon juice, Dijon, pepper, salt, and cayenne. Mix that up here. Once it mixed, I'm going to be working on the mixed vegetables over on the stover. You can really use any type of mixed vegetables, but I like things with carrots and broccoli and whatever. With the hollandaise, let's finish it up by mixing in very hot butter. Once you've got that all stirred up here, the hollandaise is ready to go. And it can be just poured right over our cooked and drained vegetables. Oh yeah, there we go here. Now that we've plated, let's taste this out. And oh yeah, this is good. Love the tangy, rich hollandaise sauce. It looks great on vegetables. Oh man, I almost can't even help myself here. I'll get a little more sauce there. Yes, this is a great Wednesday breakfast. For our Denver omelet without eggs, we're going to take a green pepper, onion, and mushroom in equal portions. And I'm making up a bigger batch here all at once, but you can do this in a smaller amount. Just have roughly equal portions of the 3 vegetables, or 2 vegetables and 1 fungus if you want to be technical. Throw into a pan with hot butter. There we go. And then from there, you're going to add ham as desired. Ham isn't strictly necessary here, but it really works well with the Denver omelet style entourage because Denver omelets typically have ham with the veggies. Cook that up. Once it's cooked, put on a plate. And now normally you would use cheddar cheese. I decided to try Parmesan because I thought it would be a little lighter way to get some cheese into the dish. Okay, looks pretty good. Sprinkle a little more Parmesan that made it off the plate and dig in. And oh yes, this is quite delicious. My intuition about the Parmesan really worked out. It has a lot of flavor without too much chlorine cheese. Great hit. Shifting over to our glazed carrots, I'll start by boiling some carrots. Once they've been cooking for about 15 minutes or so, they're relatively soft. I'll take them off and drain them of their water. Now that they're drained, cooked, ready to go, I have a pan with some hot butter in it to finish the cooking. Get that going here. And then I'm going to take some pure maple syrup. You could also use just like the high fructose corn syrup type syrup if you want, but I find that this is far superior. So then you'll cook that down for a while. Once there starts to be not really any liquid left in the pan, I think they're ready to go. So you can plate them and eat them piping hot here. Grab a sample with our fork. And oh yes, these are very good, very sweet. Got that maple flavor coming through. A solid success here. It's the weekend. Let's let ourselves go a little bit. Start out with some peppered white gravy mix, or really any kind of white gravy. I just took a packet. You could also make this by hand. Just follow the instructions or whatnot to get your gravy going. Meanwhile, I have our vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower. This is frozen. I'm going to steam them with some water here. Okay, when our gravy is ready and vegetables are ready, let's plate. With my vegetables plated, not too hard, just take a spoon and haphazardly plop a little gravy on them. A little more. Come on, don't be shy there. Get all the gravy you want here. And maybe a 4 spoonful. Yeah, I worked hard this week. Yes, mix it around a little bit and take a big bite. Oh yeah, that is amazing. Gravy, you can't go wrong with gravy. It's Sunday for our Bloody Mary tomatoes. We have some bacon bits cooking and then 2 Roma tomatoes cut in half. I'm going to lightly coat this with bacon grease. Now you could do this without bacon. You could use oil or whatnot here, but since I have bacon going, might as well use my bacon grease to coat those nicely there. Okay, great. And then these are going into the oven on broil for probably about 15 minutes. Just sort of keep track of it. They can be as done as you want them to be. Okay, in the meantime, we've got our garnished vegetables, green olives, and a celery stick, which we will cut like Shazam. Now that we've cut them, let's get them in a small bowl. They're in a small bowl. Let's add our sauces. We got Tabasco sauce. I'm a big fan of Tabasco, so I'm going to go overboard here. You can be more restrained as you see fit. Then we're going to add another classic sauce, Worcestershire, as in a normal Bloody Mary, and then finish out with a little vodka. Now this step is optional. You don't need to add vodka, but I find it works pretty well. And then mix this up. Now that we have our tomatoes cooked, we'll add a little salt. Great. Then we'll add some of our chopped up bacon bits here. And don't be shy here. You've got the bacon, so might as well make it work. Of course, in a classic Bloody Mary, there's no bacon, but a lot of alternatives, garnishes add bacon, so I think this works really well with the bacon. Then we'll add our Vegetable garnish, you get the picture. We've got it plated, but don't forget to get all that lovely juice at the bottom of the bowl to really get that flavor hit. In finale, we've got a nice big bite. Let's try it out. And wow, that really tastes like a Bloody Mary in corporeal form. I really like this, even though I don't particularly like Bloody Mary. So if you're a Bloody Mary fan, this is it for you.
Breakfast veggies. Now you can finally say with a straight face, an important part of a balanced breakfast. Be it broccoli, beans, or avocado, make your next breakfast green without having to resort to a wheatgrass smoothie. Finally, bracing yourselves for awesome, it's also what's for breakfast. Thanks for joining.